Hey guys, Izzy here, back with some more Hogwarts Mystery. Hogwarts Mystery. We are continuing the Teacher Appreciation side quest. We're up to part 2, interviews and wizard chess. So let us go to the Great Hall, where we're going to have to do something, presumably, which usually just means spending energy on stuff that shouldn't require energy, like talking and looking and thinking. This game makes no sense. It's like magic or something. Okay, we got the 3 normal people who want to talk to, well, whether they're normal is debatable. That's not a person. He's not a normal person. He's a normal house elf. House elves prepare student meals, but students never get full, so more work for house elves. I'm here for the leftover fish heads for Mrs. Norris. Look, it's Filch. Quick, hide, or he'll threaten to get out the chains. I'm not scared of any chains. I'm not going to hide from Filch. So, Izzy, are you ready to start interviewing Professor Mcgonagall's peers for your presentation? I've been thinking about it quite a bit, and I'm eager to get started. Well, I think it's a brilliant way to learn more about Professor Mcgonagall, and will really help you prepare for her special recognition at the Teacher Appreciation Celebration. Thanks, Penny. I appreciate your support, but it's a lot of responsibility. I need to get my presentation right. You will. What do you think is the most important thing to talk about so far? And appreciation of chess, probably. She seemed really excited by chess and what we could learn from it. I definitely mentioned that. Professor Mcgonagall is so smart. I'm sure playing against her will be an exciting challenge and very educational. That's 2 things I have to figure out: my next chess move and how to build my presentation. Talking to the other professors is a brilliant start. I'm just not sure which ones would be the best to interview. There are so many choices and not a lot of time. I think Snape. Maybe it would help to go over the options. I think it might. Let's do it. See, this should not cost energy. It doesn't make sense whatsoever. Especially when you're going to end up repeating the same dialogue. So I'm going to inspect someone's dialogue twice, and then I'm going to ignore someone's dialogue twice, and then I'm going to read something dialogue twice. And none of it makes any sense. Declare something twice. It's not easy to make these important decisions. Suggest. Hagrid seems more fond of beasts than people, but he would lend a hand. Wonder. Madam Pince might have some research about Professor Mcgonagall's past. Affirmative. I want to be sure my presentation is the best it can be for such a special teacher. Ponder. I don't suppose talking to Filch would be any help. He doesn't enjoy students. And declare. You see, I need extra energy to make this second declaration. Appreciate. I wish I had the opportunity to talk to so many teachers myself. You can go talk to them anytime you want, as far as I can tell. I could ask Professor Snape to talk to you over one of my interviews with him. Agreed. Professor Flitwick seems quite fond of Professor Mcgonagall. Now, I could consider, but I'd rather suggest and finish and save energy for the next task. Yeah, we read that already. See, that took energy that I didn't need to use. It costs energy to think about the same thing that I thought about a minute ago. That makes perfect sense. Thanks, Penny. There certainly are a lot of options for teachers to talk to. Oh, look, it's Marula. I wonder if and there's Ismelda, I think her name is. I just had to decide who to start with, and whoever it is needs to know Professor Mcgonagall really well. I want to go with Snape, and be willing to talk even if they're busy. Okay, I guess it's Flitwick. What does she want? I wish I had your problems. My professor is all about talking and talking. Professor Quirrell even asked me to come back again if I wanted to know more. Hi, Marula, and that's so kind of Professor Quirrell. You would think that. To me, it was like getting tortured by an acromantula. There must be something Professor Quirrell could discuss that you'd be interested in, Marula. I'm not so sure. He was a Hogwarts student not so long ago. Think about that. Quirrell used to be sitting at the same desks we sit at. What does he know that we don't? Probably whatever you learn in your 7th year, 6th year, 5th year, 4th year, since I'm in 3rd year. Wait, Marula, you're a genius. I prefer most powerful witch, but I guess I'll take that too. What's going on, Izzy? Did you get an idea? I did. I just realized Quirrell is the perfect first peer interview. You're right. What better place to start learning about Professor Mcgonagall than from her former student? Next stop, Quirrell. Ooh, looking forward to this. I'm trying to find a missing Muggle artifact, but meet me in my classroom later to talk. Well, I guess that is the end, so I will see you guys soon. And back. Let's, I'm not going to click the books now because I don't know why, but we got Professor Quirrell is ready to see us, so let's go to Muggle Studies. I've never seen that there before. Is that brand new? Visit Professor Quirrell. Ooh, this is an interesting classroom. Very interesting. You got roller skates. You got all sorts of electronics. Little laptop thingy. Not a laptop, but a thing that looks like a laptop. Whatever this is. Pizza box. This calculator thingy. I don't know what half this stuff is. Lawnmower. What is this? A washing machine? Maybe. And this is just something. Now serving 52. I just saw that higher up somewhere. Oh, there's another one there. You got a phone booth, a phonograph, tons of roller skates actually, a gas station machine, and we got Professor Quirrell, of course. And there's a hair salon chair, and there's one of the things for the newspapers where you're like, okay, put in 25 cents, take a newspaper. Oh my god, this classroom is great. This is my favorite place in the game now. Beach ball, soccer ball. Professor Quirrell? Yes. Hi, I'm Izzy Petrova, and I haven't had the pleasure of taking your class yet, but I was hoping I could talk with you. What's wrong? Oh, I have no idea what any of this stuff is. Apparently. What is that a part of an airplane? There's a cash register, there's a bunch of takeout buckets. Those look like laptops, but I don't feel like they had laptops at this time. Whoa, look at this place. I've never been in this classroom. So many fascinating objects. Muggles do have some eccentric obsessions, but don't we all? The funny you should notice, my own student interview at Marula Snide didn't seem as taken. Maybe she was just distracted with her project? I would say she was decidedly the opposite. Interesting character, that Miss Snide. Hard to tell if she's good, bad, or something in between. What do you think about Marula? Somewhere in between is right. Marula's a little hard to read, so something in between might be right. The good Marula is strong and powerful, the bad one can be angry and temperamental. I suppose we all have two sides to who we are. But we should be wary of letting our passions or pursuits corrupt our better selves. Yeah, you should remember that in the future. Now what can I do for you? I've got to prepare for my next lecture. Now I'll get right to the point. I've been assigned Professor Mcgonagall for my teacher appreciation presentation. The guest of honor herself, big responsibility. I hope you can do Mcgonagal justice. There's one of those toy phones that like go on the wheels. There's one of them in Toy Story. That's why I'm here. I know you were Professor Mcgonagall's student before you joined the faculty. I wondered if you'd be willing to talk to me about her. Right, I'm happy to talk to you while I survey the office. I'm trying to find what the Muggles call a video game. Ooh, you have good taste. Go ahead and ask your questions while I look. Brilliant. What can you tell me about Professor Mcgonagall as a teacher? And it looks like we're starting to look. 5 stars the past 3 hours. Okay, should be doable. What is this device? There are so many objects here, I'm not sure I'll ever find what I'm looking for. Look at the rubber duck in a nice little, glass display case. Oh my god, I haven't seen one of these things in years! You put the little thing, you put the rolls and the circles in them, and you look in them and there's different pictures. I haven't seen one of those in so long. Professor McGonagall is quite kind. Agree. Professor McGonagall was one of my most strict teachers. That feels like contradictions, but no. These Muggle artifacts are so odd, I find myself distracted and wondering at them. Consider. McGonagall is very brave. Listen. Professor McGonagall has a thirst for knowledge that still inspires me. Take note. Professor Mcgonagall was easy to respect as a teacher as she demanded it. I can accept that. Even if she's upset with you, McGonagall looks out for her students. I did that already. So let's ask. What surprised you about your professor? Okay, and now we wait, so I will see you guys soon. Okay, I am back. I finished off screen, but this is the first box of text after the mission. The truth is, Professor Mcgonagall is a wise and well-versed teacher, and even as a student I admired her bravery in standing up to he who must not be named. Of course, but she also helped me personally. How so? I was bullied as a student, but Professor Mcgonagall helped me to understand that knowledge is power. Until someone else changed your mind. And by seeking it out, I could become stronger. That's part of the reason I'm a teacher today. How inspiring, but what's your favorite quality about the professor? She's stern but also caring. She took the time to help me. And I also related to her because we both had a parent who was a Muggle. So I suppose I could say my favorite quality is her humanity. Thank you, Professor. This has been so helpful. Alright then, I should get on with finding this video game. It runs on something called batteries. Can you imagine? No, but I hope to learn more someday. Maybe if I'm lucky enough to take your class. I hope I'm still here. I intend to take a sabbatical and do a grand tour searching for more knowledge soon. That's not a good idea. I'd advise against it. And where I'm going to tend to wear a lot of hats. I've been trying this one out. What do you think? Do I strike you as a hat person? Definitely not. I'm less of a fan. I'd avoid hats at all costs. Might be difficult considering some of the places I plan to travel. Yes, I can definitely see more hats in my future. One last thing, Professor. I see a turban in your future. One last thing, Professor. Do you know why Professor Mcgonagall is so interested in wizard chess? Well, she was quite the Quidditch fan when she was my teacher. Maybe she just enjoys games. Muggle or magic, they seem to be universal. Of course, you're right, Professor, and now I know exactly who to interview next. Madam Hooch. So I guess we're interviewing Madam Hooch next, because, I just said that. Visited Professor Quirrell. Flying class is over. Meet me in the trading grounds to talk. Very well. I'm coming, Madam Hooch. Putting for duty. And we got the epic Quidditch music going on, by the sound of it. She's on the friends list, I know, but I don't have her yet. Okay, let's talk to Madam Hooch. Madam Hooch, I was hoping I could talk to you for a moment. Looking to improve your broomology skills, are you? I've noticed your landings can be a little rough. Defend my skills. Actually, I think my landings are quite graceful. Having confidence in your skills is good. But don't be afraid to listen to constructive criticism as well. Pride shouldn't stop you from learning. I'll consider that. But actually, I'm here because I've been trying to learn more about Professor Mcgonagall. Got the old girl as your subject for your presentation at the Teacher Appreciation Celebration, did you? I did, and as she's being specially honored, I want to do my research. I know you both like Quidditch. I know you both quite like Quidditch. Like, it's more than that. It's been a lifelong infatuation. In fact, we both played when we were students here at Hogwarts. Yes, she was on James Potter's team or something, wasn't she? That's brilliant. Would you tell me more about her? I do enjoy telling tales, especially about a day that lives in Hogwarts infamy, when Slytherin won the Quidditch Cup over Gryffindor. But I want to win the Quidditch Cup over Gryffindor. Though whether it was a fair win was questioned, I'd love to hear all about it. Let's hear about it. 3 stars to pass. And ask... Is that famous match one of the most exciting you've ever heard about? Listen to her answer. Minerva's injuries during the Quidditch Cup were serious. She broke her ribs. Broke her. Mcgonagall as a Quidditch player must have been tough as nails. Except... Mcgonagall was a gifted player in her time. Question. Do you think Slytherin winning the match was the right call? Take note. Professor Mcgonagall was injured in an allegedly foul move at a key moment. Suggest... Professor Mcgonagall also played for House Gryffindor. Yes, I'd assume as much. The match is certainly legendary. Ask. Was that famous match one of the most exciting you ever heard about? I think we did that, and I think we got all the text now. So I will see you guys in 3 hours when it's ready to be done. So see you guys soon. And I'm back, and while we were out, Interview Who's True ended, and there's a present box here, and I have no idea what that is. So I'm gonna have to check that out after this cutscene. We passed with flying colors, 3 stars, just what we needed, and now we can move on with our lives, which is just going to be interviewing for the next few days. I can certainly say that contentious match between the rival houses left Mcgonagal with more than just injuries. It also created a lifelong desire in Minerva to see Slytherin crushed on the Quidditch pitch. That's not nice. I'm Slytherin. Sounds like you're suggesting that Professor Mcgonagall is quite competitive. She certainly is that. It's one of my favorite things about her. And though we may not always agree about certain calls, I also know she can't abide cheaters. And I agree. And I won't bother asking you for any chess move suggestions for the game the Professor and I are playing. Probably a good call. Mcgonagall wouldn't like that. Though I couldn't help you if you did. I don't know a thing about wizard chess. Alright then, safe on both counts. The truth is Mcgonagall respects honesty, integrity, fairness, and commitment in all things. Though I wish she'd also respect my calls in Quidditch now that I'm referee. She heckles from the sidelines. Like you said, she's a true enthusiast. Thank you, Madam Hooch. This was really helpful. I'll leave you to prepare for your next class. Good luck on your presentation. I know a chess game. You'll need that. Against someone as wily as Professor Mcgonagall, you're going to need it. You see, I called it. That reminds me, it's time for my next move. I'm off to see Professor Mcgonagall next. Wait, I have, like, scheduled moves? That's kind of weird, no? I'm in the Great Hall. Meet me there now. Okay, let's see what this gift is. Your words for it's a brilliant time to relax with your pets and creatures. Enjoy this gift with notebooks. Keep an eye out over the next week for more surprises. Okay, I like surprises. 2 days, 22 hours left of this side quest, and I'm in part 2 of 4. Let's try to get this going. Now we may as well collect this. And we go to the Great Hall to see Professor Mcgonagall, or to talk to Professor Mcgonagall for being quite exact with what it is telling us to do. I assume we're going to be playing chess. I hope it's one of those interactions where you don't have to like use energy like a friendship interaction, because then I don't have to worry about energy and then I can do a whole other task afterwards. But when they do make me do this, it's just insanity. And hackers, I'm happy to help you, a student, so long as you don't mind me drinking ample amounts of butterbeer whilst I do. For any teacher appreciation presentation on a Hagrid to be complete, it must include an interview with his creatures. That's smart. Smart. Props to you, kid. Props to you. And there's the house elf. Crafty. Crafty worries that dinner will be late unless Crafty gets help right away. Are you going to make me help Crafty? Professor Mcgonagall, I've been looking for you. Yes, but if you could hold on a moment, it seems there's a problem in the kitchens. Now go on, you were saying, Crafty. Crafty needs Professor Mcgonagall to come to kitchens right away. Crafty worries dinner won't be ready in time. He's cute, I like him, he's like a little house elf. And take it up with Pitts, I don't see why I should need to intervene. Crafty is here because Pitts specifically asked Crafty to bring Professor Mcgonagall. But let's not resort to hysterics, I'll come with you promptly if it's that important. Professor, I was hoping we could continue our interview for the teacher appreciation presentation. I'm very sorry, but whatever this problem with Pitts is, it seems I must intervene lest we all go hungry. I see, well then perhaps I could come with you and we could talk on the way. It's just that I want to be prepared for the celebration, what with you being specially recognized and all. How many times are you going to say that? Yes, you have mentioned that. See, she's saying something. And of course I'm eager to get back to our chess game as well. I see you're already strategizing well. Bringing up our game is wise. And I admit I am curious what your next move might be if you're willing to give me a preview. I intend to take out my castle. I haven't decided. I'm keeping the move to myself. I think I'll keep my next move to myself, Professor. What kind of clever strategy calls for a player to tell their opponent what they are planning? Everything one does in chess sends a message, including keeping one's plan close to the vest. Crafty is anxious. Pitts will reprimand Crafty for not returning quickly with Minerva Mcgonagall. Very well, let us get on with it. I don't need to fret anymore. Miss Petrova, I'll meet you in the Transfiguration classroom quite soon to continue both our endeavors. I thought I was coming with you guys. But there's Penny. She seems excited to see Crafty, and maybe me a little bit. Hello, Izzy. I saw you talking to Professor Mcgonagall. Did you get some helpful information for your presentation? Unfortunately, she was too busy to talk right now, Penny. What if we never sit down again? I'd hate to make a fool of myself at the celebration. Professor Mcgonagall will make more time for you, I'm sure of it. In the meantime, why don't you tell me who you've talked to so far and what you've learned from them? Please say this isn't an energy task. Oh, great. I mean, at least it's 1 hour. 1 hour I can do. 1 hour I can do. And we're gonna state something. Madam Hooch told me she and Professor Mcgonagall played Quidditch together. Inform. Turns out Professor Mcgonagall is half Muggle. Ew. Sorry. Professor Quirrell was quite kind and generous with his time and information. Tell... Professor Quirrell mentioned he's going on a grand tour to search for knowledge. Relate. Madam Hooch respects Professor McGonagall's competitive spirit. I didn't mean to... Well. Take note. I'm sure your interviews will continue to yield interesting facts about your subject. 2, 3... And that's the end of it. Professor Quirrell helped me realize that I should talk to Madam Hooch. It's great. I shouldn't have even finished it. I should have just done 1 star and been done with it. Sounds like interviewing Professor Quirrell and Madam Hooch was very informative and helpful. It's true, so far I've learned that Mcgonagall is considered to be wise, humane, and competitive. But I still need something more personal. I want to go deeper into what makes Mcgonagall well. Mcgonagall. Got any ideas who to interview next? Snape, Severus Snape. So far I've talked to a former student who's now a peer and someone who knows Mcgonagall as an athlete. Well, if you want to get some real personal insight into Professor Mcgonagall, you should talk to a friend. That's who would know me best. You're right, maybe even someone Professor Mcgonagall grew up with. I believe Professor Sprout and Professor Mcgonagall overlapped when they were students at Hogwarts. Professor Sprout is perfect. Time to interview their herbology professor. Yay! And we're ready to do it. Let's chat at the training ground. Alright, so I will see you guys soon. Actually, let's just do it now, or at least start, talk to Professor Sprout, see what she wants, or what we want from her. Exactly. I wonder if Professor Mcgonagall was always, like, super strict. I guess we're about to find out, because she knew her as a child. Interview Professor Sprout. And we have you who says, I wonder if the teacher appreciation celebration will have Butterbeer. I sure hope so. I think I should have my own appreciation day. I'd call it the most powerful witch at Hogwarts Day. Yep, that sounds great. Why isn't there a student appreciation celebration? Because we're not appreciated. Don't you know that? Professor Sprout, I thought I could catch you on the way to the herbology classroom. I mean, she kind of told me to be here. Then you're in luck because you did catch me, and that's where I'm headed. How can I help you? I was hoping we could talk about your relationship with Professor Mcgonagall. I'm working on my presentation about her for the Teacher Appreciation Celebration. Congratulations, you're very lucky to have such a wonderful subject. I agree, I've talked to your peers, but was especially interested in the fact that you've been friends for so long. That's true, as we met here at Hogwarts when we were just students many years ago. So I'd be happy to talk to you, though there's something I'd like in return. What's that? It's simply something I often ask the students here at Hogwarts, a curiosity as the resident herbologist. What is your favorite magical plant? Gillyweed, the Whomping Willow, Mistletoe. Mistletoe is magical? I'm gonna go with that. I want to see what it's... Maybe it's because it reminds me of the holidays, but I quite like mistletoe. Not a magical plant. Yeah, you see, it's not magical. Not a magical plant, but a lovely one nonetheless. Both festive and meant for stealing holiday kisses. Your choice indicates that you are romantic. And now that you've satisfied my curiosity, let's talk about my friend Professor Mcgonagall. I don't know if I can say that, but yeah, sure. Okay. Haha, I reset the choice. Let's go with the Whomping Willow this time. I know it's quite dangerous, but I've always dreamt of visiting the Whomping Willow. Dangerous indeed. The Whomping Willow is a very violent, sentient species. Sounds like you're quite brave, or foolish. And now that you've satisfied my curiosity, let's talk about my friend Professor Mcgonagall. Unless I reset it one more time. That girl is sitting on nothing. Okay, so I really thought Mandrake Roots was going to be a choice. Gillyweed. I've always been fascinated by Gillyweed. The idea that a plant could help you breathe underwater is thrilling. Surely a fascinating... I feel like she's going to say I'm adventurous. I don't know. Surely a fascinating magical plant, though some say it resembles a bunch of slimy rat tails. Your choice indicates that you crave adventure. I was right! Now that you've satisfied my curiosity, let's talk about my friend Professor Mcgonagall. Brilliant. And let's see what we're doing here. 3 stars to pass. Alright, let's start now. And just get back to it within 3 hours once my energy's filled up. Ask. What was Professor Mcgonagall like as a young woman? She's going to consider my answer. Minerva helped me learn transfigurations, and I helped her learn about her biology. She looks so mad right now. I didn't think that. Oh well. Okay, so I will be back soon. Wait. 3, 2, 1, 0. Okay, I have 1. Okay, I will be back soon. And I'm back to finish the interview, or at least get part of the way through. Professor Mcgonagall has been one of my closest friends since we met. Declare. It's fun to imagine you and Professor Mcgonagall as students just like me. Listen. Minerva helped me get used to Hogwarts when I was feeling homesick. Listen again. As a student, Professor Mcgonagall was both a prefect as well as head girl. Professor Mcgonagall helped me study for all my major exams. Take note. Minerva Mcgonagall had top scores on both the Owls and Newts. Newt Scamanders. I wonder what I have here. 2 books, nice. Take them. 100 books, guys. I just hit 100 books. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. It's beautiful. And let's consider this. Minerva helped me learn trans- Okay, I read that already. Point out. You must have spent quite a lot of time together as students. Yeah, probably. I'm so grateful to talk to you about this, Professor Sprout. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so I'm gonna go now, and I will see you guys soon. Okay, I am back while you were out. Interview Sprout ended. Okay. Let's go officially end it then, because it ended, so we need to end it, because it didn't end by itself, it only ended. I don't even know. Collect. What's next? Who am I interviewing next? Please say Snape. It sounds like you and Professor Mcgonagall supported each other as classmates and friends. Yes, that's true. I think the thing that I find most wonderful about her is her caring and devotion as a friend. She does seem quite devoted. I've noticed she's always helping others, rushing off to deal with teaching work or sudden problems at Hogwarts. You sound a bit disappointed. Are your interviews proving challenging? Maybe I was just excited about getting to spend time with one of the most popular teachers at the school. We're playing a wizard chess game, which is exciting, but I'm having trouble getting her to open up for the interview. I can see you appreciate Professor Mcgonagall, but that you feel tested by her too. And that's understandable. As a teacher, she's quite formidable. You have to earn her respect. But I can assure you that, like plants, all relationships simply need time and nurturing to bloom. So you think my relationship with the professor can blossom like a plant? Yeah, over months and months and months and years and years and years. Absolutely, take what you've learned so far and tend to the relationship and you'll see for yourself. Thank you, Professor. You may have even given me some ideas for my next chess move. And now I'm off to see Professor Mcgonagall. Yes, that's what I'm saying next. Time for your next move. Meet in Transfiguration now. Okay. Play chess with Mcgonagal. And let's click it and see what she says. So, Professor, you wanted to play some more of our game before we did our interview. And now it's progress, so how am I doing? I must say I'm surprised by your most recent move. Why? That was to be my question. You moved your rook, then clearly just sacrificed your pawn, did you not? Perhaps I did, but I've learned sometimes it takes sacrifice to get what you want. And what exactly do you want at this moment? Nurture our relationship. What I want is to nurture our relationship over this game of wizard chess. A kind goal and a worthy one. I applaud you for coming right out and saying it. I'm so pleased, though I'm still perplexed. Is your strategy to lose, to learn more about me? Because that would be quite disappointing. I thought it might help you share a bit more if you were winning. But you should have remembered Madam Hooch saying you quite enjoy honest competition as well. Okay, and It disconnected me, so now I guess I'm gonna continue and choose a different option. Play to win at this wizard chess game, Professor. You have a long road ahead of you, and if you intend to win, I suggest you keep that in mind. Though I'm still perplexed, it's your strategy to lose, but to learn more about me, but I just said I'm gonna win. Because that would be quite disappointing. I thought it might help you to share a bit more if you were winning. Well, what is that face I'm making? But should have remembered Madam Hooch saying you quite enjoy honest competition as well. I see you've been talking about me with my peers, and possibly even using information you've learned from them to guide you in our game. It's true, but I can explain. I think that would be best. Oh, she looks happy. I think I said the right thing. 3 hours, 3 stars to pass. Let us do it. Take note. I very much value all my relationships at Hogwarts, except you certainly have been busy. Take heed. Use some of your cleverness to focus on the task at hand. Consider my esteemed colleagues are all deserving of recognition. I think I did take note already, so let's do it. Professor Sprout explained that what good friends you are. Explain. I've been talking to your peers as research for the presentation. Tell. Madam Hooch talked about you as a young Quidditch player. Relate. Professor Quirrell related his experience with you as a student. Declared. You were quite the student yourself when you were in school here, and I'm gonna end that here, and I'm going to be back soon. So I will see you guys then. Okay, I'm back, and now hopefully I have enough energy to finish this. It's been a pleasure to get extra time with the other teachers as well as yourself. Professor Sprout explained what good friends you are. I've been talking to your peers as research for the presentation. Take note. Okay, we got all the text down then. What do I have? I'm gonna go with the 4. It's still not enough. We only need like 1 more, so the 3 will be enough. So I'm just gonna get 3 energy and be right back. And there we go. Finished. 8 minutes. Collect. Not bad time. So you see, I only talk to your peers and friends as a way to get to know you. And I learned quite a bit. It's wise to get to know your opponent. I'm just trying so hard not to disappoint you, Professor. And play honestly and wisely. I assure you I want to see you do your best always. But you spend a lot of time worrying about what's to come. Thinking about your brother, chasing curses. Making foolish mistakes in the game we're playing here and now because you're worried about our next interview. I suppose you're right about that. Seems silly. Glad you agree. The best way to learn is to focus on the present rather than getting caught in the past or what's to come. By doing that today, you put yourself in a corner in our game. Blimey, I hope I can get out of it. Fret not, there's always a path forward, and I'm quite enjoying our talks. Not when there's a checkmate. But the way to earn my respect is to show me you respect the game. No more needless sacrifices. I understand. Thank you, Professor. Promise me you'll do your best, consider your next move wisely, and we'll talk again soon. Very well. And part 2 is complete. Part 3. Professor Snape and Headmaster Dumbledore help with your presentation as your wizard chess game with Professor Mcgonagall takes an unexpected turn. And, what, Snape wants me now? I have some advice for you, but first I must deal with a thief. I'll send for you soon. Alright, well that's gonna be the end of this video. How many tasks are in this section? 3. Okay, nice. Well, anyway, that's gonna be the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel for more videos, and we'll see you guys in another video. So until next time, take it easy. Bye.